I'm gonna be so honest. I do not want to be making this video right now. But I talked myself into doing it because, quite frankly, I feel like shit. And I so badly want to do nothing more than to continue rotting in my bed and contemplating my entire existence. But I already do that enough as it is, even when I'm not fucking sick. So here I am. If you're wondering what self-discipline looks like, this is what it looks like. Yeah. I will be inviting you today to join me in my quarters to rot in bed with me. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna be honest, I just don't have the privilege of being lazy anymore because my bank account does not reflect someone who has the privilege to be lazy and do whatever the hell they want. I'm sorry, my dear, but you are not quite there yet. And I know some of you are like me, okay? Some of us just want to sit in our bed all day and rot. Most of the time I get off of work and I want to do nothing but lay down and go to sleep or like watch TV and eat. And it got me thinking, like, damn, I don't know if it's seasonal depression or what, but I've not been in the mood to go out and do anything. I've not been in the mood to go out and have fun. It's really depressing because that's honestly not who I am as a person. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my fucking congestion. But I told myself I can't keep doing this. I can't keep putting my passions and my dreams on the back burner. Why? Because I'm in my 20s and I feel like that's all I've done for the majority of my life. And when is it gonna be time for me to just get the fuck up and say enough? Because honestly, guys, our lives next year, friends, has to look very, very different. Next year, we gotta go in with a bang. We gotta go in with a lot of oomph. We have to find inspiration in dark times. And, you know, no tea, no shade, but in America, we're living in a very, very dark time, and it's kind of fucking scary. But nonetheless, you need to stay focused and remember what the fuck you're here for. You're here to accomplish big things. You're here to become so motherfucking powerful that people shake in your presence, okay? And we're not there yet. Not even close, but one day we will. And by doing so, we need to push ourselves. We need to have more instrumental mindsets, okay? And I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more because I feel like the majority of people do not have instrumental mindsets, and that's something that I really have been trying to adapt into my life, and I actually think it's helping me. Like, somebody who becomes lazy so easily, I think having an instrumental mindset really does the trick. And what an instrumental mindset is, if you don't know, it's basically a mindset that is very goal oriented. It's very mission based. So let's say something goes left or very wrong in your life. You don't sit and wallow for too long. You don't let yourself drown in disparity or sadness over the situation going awry. You kind of get the fuck up and you say, okay, I still need to have this done by this, or I still need to do this to get to X, Y, and Z, and you get that shit done. You don't sit and cry about it for too long, if at all. And I think I definitely, when I was younger, used to be somebody who loved to wallow a lot and kind of like sulk in this depressive state of being. And then I kind of got tired of myself because it's like, okay, if you're still in this situation, that is on no one else but you. Like, babe, it's been years and you're still at square one. What's going on? Donald Trump became president, lost the presidency, now he's back and your ass is still here. Like, at this point, you're asking to be miserable. Like, you need to stop. You need to stop being sad and get your life together. Because the truth is, I think at a certain age, if we're living a sad life, it's because we're choosing to continue living that way. That's just the real on, and that's from somebody who hates their life. I realize, like, damn, the reason why you hate your life is because you're choosing to not do anything about it. And I think that realization almost hurts you more. And once that hit me, and I accepted that that's what was going on, and the world did not have it out against me, I just wasn't doing anything to push myself. once I accepted that and stopped being a victim of my own life, I started hating it a little bit less. Like, I started hating my life a lot less, which is interesting because I also, in the past like year, was like, I don't really have it that bad. I'm so lucky. I have a roof over my head. I have a job that I go to every day. I am able to afford things and go on some adventures. Maybe not the adventures that I've dreamed of, but it's still more than a lot of people have. And I think before, I used to be in a state of like, why am I not here right now? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not around these kinds of people? Why am I not living through these like bigger, larger than life fucking situations that everybody dreams of having, but like only 0.001% of the world gets to actually experience? I would contemplate a lot about why that wasn't my life. And to be honest, those dreams, those really, really big dreams and desires, still haven't really gone away from me. Like, there's still things that I want to one day have, but I've also been learning to be happy with the current state of my life. And I think that also is like maybe me growing up, like really growing up in the sense of like maturing, because I'm not as like head stuck in the clouds anymore. I'm kind of like, okay, we're in the real world, and in the real world, this is what happens and this is how it works. Like, you're gonna have to kind of shut the fuck up and do what you need to do, or else you're gonna be this sad fucking little girl that cries all the time and nothing's gonna change. So it's so brutal. And it's okay to be sad. Like, it's okay to cry over your life. I actually do that like pretty often. I haven't done it this week though, so that's actually really great. If you go to my YouTube page, like my actual videos, you can see a lot of examples of me just crying over my life. Like, it's literally there. Just a couple months ago, I was doing it. But, and that's not to say that like I'm gonna stop doing it. No, I'm just saying that like you can still cry about your life and be sad that things are still a certain way or some things haven't changed for the better, but you need to keep pushing forward and making the moves to change. That's all. And I say that as somebody who is kind of growing and learning about all her flaws and accepting them. And you know, when I made my YouTube channel, I wanted it to be about that. I kind of wanted to be honest and raw and share like my darkness and share what I was going through, but also my realizations as well and my breakthroughs. And like, okay, like I'm going through this right now, but this is what I've learned from it. Because I'll be honest, for every up, there's a down, and for every down, there's gonna be an up. Like, that's just life. It's a pendulum, right? It swings one way and it goes back to the other and then back and forth. It's always gonna be like that. But what I've realized, I've been trying to rewire my mindset back to the instrumental part to be less emotion-based and a little bit more analytical, and try to steady myself and think about why I am the way I am and how to go about changing it so I can become more in control. Because people that live in this state of victimhood usually operate off of just like feelings and emotions. They're blinded by their emotions. It's what controls them. It's what drives them. And somebody who is controlled by their emotions is always and forever going to be a slave, because the most powerful person in a room is always going to be the most objective, the most unbiased. Why? Because they can see both sides, right? You only see the world through your lens. You can't make the changes to better yourself, because what if you can't even see what it is that you need to change, right? So you need to be able to switch out of that mindset, that identity-based mindset that operates just off of emotions and why is the world against me? The world is so unfair and I don't deserve anything good in life. That's why this happens all the time. Like that, you have to get yourself out of that hole and become more of an instrumental person. When bad shit happens, you swallow it up, cry, do whatever you need to for an hour or two, then get the fuck up and do what needs to be done. Remember that you have goals. My camera is shaking right now. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm still not really good at this YouTube stuff, but we roll with the punches, right? And I'm over here just like babbling at this point, but I hope it makes sense to you guys, because I think it's so important that when we're down low, we remember what the bigger picture is. We remember who we want to become. And we never, ever, ever stop walking away from that person that we dream of being. Because really, I think I'm realizing that we're actually a lot closer to being that person than we think we are. And it's not the success or accomplishments that's gonna make you become that. I think it's the internal evolution, the internal transition that's gonna bring you to it, really. So yeah, the next time you feel lazy and you just want to rot in your bed, get the fuck up. Like, just get up and get shit done. If any of this resonates within you, leave a comment and let me know. I hope this has helped you, because honestly, I'm just a girl spiraling and getting the fuck back up. So, on to a new dawn, you guys. I wish you the best. And please, get out of bed. Bye.